Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme. And we're continuing here at Carrickfergus and Jordan Victory Church. And just up the top there you can see a wee house, and of course that wee house replaced an older house where James Crichton actually lived, who was the VC winner from Carrickfergus. And we're going to go in here. You can see it's Jordan Victory Church, and this is Alan. And Alan's going to take us down Royal Avenue and show us the wee memorial to the VC winner. Yes. Pleased to meet you, Alan. I'm Mark Porter, the Church History Trail. Mark, yes. So do you want to lead the way then?
Yes, just come on in. You're very welcome.
Oh, Alan, this is amazing.
Yep, this is the
entrance
foyer.
This is massive.
Yes.
So this is the entrance, and this is where you have your cup of tea and all?
Yes, the coffee shop over here, so it is. So on Sunday morning or Wednesday there, you get a cup of coffee.
Uh-huh.
And there's some sweeties and stuff for the children and that.
All right.
Which they like.
And you have plenty of tables, and plenty of room.
Oh, there's loads of room there.
No doubt about it.
People have bought more tables and chairs as times went on.
Yes.
For the past 12 years.
So how long are you in here? 12 years then?
We're in here 12 years. 2012 we moved in.
And how did this start then? How did the vision start? Or?
Well, Jordan Victory Church, or JVC for short, as it's called, was originally up on Knocker Road.
Oh, yes.
In an old Orange Hall up there.
All right.
So it was, but during that time, for about 18 years or so, and during that time we're sort of putting funds away to try and look for somewhere to buy, and eventually this came up for sale just at the right time for us.
Yes.
And we got this in April and moved in December the same year. So
My
all
goodness.
the work was done in maybe 6 or 8 months.
Fantastic.
Time, so it was amazing.
And what's this area here called then?
This is called the Victoria Square, we call this.
The Victoria Square?
Yes,
so there's two Victoria Squares then?
There's
the one in
here,
Belfast and the one in Carrick?
There's one in Carrick as well. Victoria Square.
Very good.
So there's a story behind how that all happened as well, but they end up calling this one Royal Avenue. There's a wide hall here, as you'll see.
And is that where we're going now?
Yeah, we'll go down that hall because in there's some photographs that gives you an idea of the sort of sequence of events from when we bought it, and also a photograph of James that you mentioned there.
Very good. So this is Royal Avenue, folks, as you can see.
Avenue, yes.
And just to make sure I'm not telling you any lies about Victoria Square,
yes,
you can see it too.
That's it. So you'll see a few Belfast names about as we go around.
This is amazing.
We moved into Royal Avenue, so these photographs here are sort of a sequence of as the work opened, as when we first moved in, and then as the work progressed to opening day. So there's James there, James Bell Crichton.
Is it Crichton or Crichton?
Crichton, maybe.
Crichton, I'm not sure.
It wrong.
It's either Crichton or Crichton, I'm not too sure.
But anyway, that's him. That's a wee plaque that's on the side of the house.
Yes.
Now, and that was the
original house.
There.
My
and
goodness.
You can't see the plaque. There's a wee bit of it jutting out there, but that's
you
about
can
it.
see it.
So that house was practically demolished, apart from maybe these two walls here and the one at the front.
Oh, so some of it is still, some of the house is still original
This
then?
part's the original, and this part, but obviously that's all blocked up now. There used to be a door there, so there's two windows here now.
Yes.
And there's a door here.
But it's still original wall?
That's still that original wall,
That's
and
fantastic.
that one there,
Brilliant.
and this one at the front.
Aye.
Other than that,
fantastic.
it's all brand new. So, 12 years ago. So the house was finished in August, and me and my wife moved into it, and the church then was finished on the 12th, or on December that year, and we officially opened then on the 12th of the 12th, 12.
Yes.
So we did, that was our official opening day. And we had about 600 or 700 people here that night.
That's fantastic.
So we had from all different churches down to...
And what's this here then? Is this the building itself?
That's the actual building. That's looking from the far end of the car park down towards the house. It's away down the distance there.
Yes.
And that's the sort of state of the building there as we got it. That's the house, that's the building. It was all in a bad way. So yeah, we've done a lot of work over the time. It was originally Weston Stores, which was a wireworks, I believe, and then and previous to that it was a mattress factory. I think that's when it was a mattress factory here.
Yes.
So it was
1842.
like a weaving factory.
Aye.
got
Cotton
it by
spinning?
that was the
Upper
fire. I
Woodburn?
was explaining too. You know, it was burnt down in a fire, and then it was rebuilt years later by this family here.
Mentions the fire there. So who was the family rebuilt it? This family
This
here?
Weston, you call it. I don't know their names now, but I think
That's
the
the
second
company?
name was Weston. Yes,
Yes.
I think he was called Weston. the
That's
guy.
amazing. So that's
Yeah.
that's the
So that's the
That's the man
there.
himself.
That's the man there.
Brilliant.
Yep. Very
And
brave,
then-
very brave man.
It definitely was.
Yep.
And then
Well, as it progressed, then we moved into the building. We started gutting out the inside of it and throwing it away. Originally, the car park became.
my
where
goodness, look
all
at
the
that
rubbish
there.
went.
That is a mess.
Yep.
It's,
Yep.
That is
So
wild.
that went for full length of the.
And no windies.
No, not at that time.
goodness.
Well,
Very little windies.
They had originally got an upstairs in it in the factory. This was an upstairs, was a dining area and a big kitchen and stuff.
Yes.
So it was and these was all offices. So that was all stripped out. So all the wood was all dumped out and into the car park here.
Yes.
Eventually gathered up and
My goodness.
went to skips and stuff. So yeah.
Now, is this gentleman in the actual house?
This is the house here. Yeah. This is the back walls which was getting knocked down. And the wee extension you can see on the back of it, that was all knocked down. You can see it round here. And then they built a new extension onto the back of it here, which is
wild.
now our sort of bedroom there. But that's the guys inside, stripping it all down. So it was took right back to the brickwork, and then it was all re-plastered and re-skinned.
You can see the boys inside there.
This boy here was just a big sledgehammer man. He knocks everything down. That's one of the members of the church. But most of it, a lot of the work was done by
I see he's a
members.
Northern Ireland man too.
Aye, oh, aye.
I suppose somebody's got to support them.
Yes, so it's more and more, he just pays the rubbish. So as it went on, and
That's
this
wild.
was all cleared, we brought in one of these boys here, big digger, and started moving this all about, getting it all into lorries and taking it up to the dump and stuff and getting rid of it.
A lot of work.
A lot of work, a lot of people.
Who's this gentleman here?
This here now this is the pastor. This is Lewis.
Oh, is it?
Lewis Smith. He's a pastor,
right.
but he just gets.
So he's a
stuck in.
hands-on man.
Hands on, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Hands on, man. So he was in with the grinder, and they were cutting all this big, I think it was big sprinkler pipes. They were cutting them all down. So
Brilliant.
they were and getting rid of all that. So yeah,
There's the wheelbarrow.
He worked all the way.
Where I lived in Dromore, it said if somebody parks a wheelbarrow in the square, you cause a roadblock. A traffic jam, you know.
So that was what was that? May 2012. That was a demolition taking place. So we moved in about I think it was April, and first thing we done was started gutting the house out, and then obviously in here.
Yes.
So we did. So then when it progressed on, then again, the works are started now. So we brought in from outside because we couldn't do it ourselves to build all these walls. So these are all jumbo stud walls, they call them. So it was all started to be divided off into rooms and things. So,
Yes.
So over here you can see, and that's Royal Avenue there. That's where we walk down.
Oh,
So
right.
this is out in the main foyer.
Yes,
here.
this is where the tables and all are.
That's where the tables are out here.
Just out there.
Yeah. So you're looking out there.
And we're looking down.
That's your tables, and then you're looking down Royal Avenue. There's no plasterboard in the walls, obviously, but that's at that stage. That's when it was called Royal Avenue, because we could see the width of it. And when you were looking at somebody, you would shout, "Either way down Royal Avenue," and everybody knew where they were.
And what's this room here then? This one here.
Let me see this one here. Then
This one.
that's partly part of the big room there. And
Yes.
then before this went up, so you're looking sort of along this wall here,
Aye.
along the hall here.
Fantastic. There's a cement mixer in.
Yeah. So there's loads of that used as well. So
Oh, I would
there's
say
that.
so. I would say they were
Many-
busy enough.
Many big tubs of that sort of was. With the bigger inside.
Yeah.
Hung walls down and everything. So aye.
And then we move on to the next one then.
And again, the work's going on. They're starting now to clean the outside with a spray and get it ready for painting. So we painted all of this.
Yes.
Walls are starting to go up now, and you can see the room starting to. This is the big main hall, and some of the lights that are washing down the walls. So there's electrical work and all starting to be completed and stuff. So it's coming on well. And then over here, well, that's insulation. That's just a mountain of insulation that went above the ceiling and into the walls. At this stage, then when we have it all scaffolded out for the plasters,
That's
then
outside?
they started the plaster. and that stage we'll have now got the big windows in.
Yes. And who's these two happy chappies?
That's the pastor again.
Oh, is it?
Yes, that's Lewis again, and that's his son. That's
What do you call the
that's
son?
His oldest boy, Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew, yep. Lovely guys. And I'm saying that just in case they're listening to this.
I would say there's a good chance they'll see it.
So again, you're in the big hall here. This is the ventilation's all coming through
Yes.
here. And the stage hasn't been built yet, but the stage goes in a little later. There's a stage starting to go in now.
And we'll see that in a moment.
Yes, we'll have a wee look in there and you see that.
Fantastic.
This is then in the next unit next door, which is we call Unit 4. And
It looks like something out of Star Wars.
Unit 4 is the plant room, so that's the big air handling unit there that supplies the air that you see coming in. And it runs right through the whole building here. You can see the grills in the ceiling.
Ah, yes.
So that ventilation runs right through. So
And is this the finished article?
this is us coming up now, yes. Coming to around December, end of November 2012. And then in the 12th of December then we had our official opening day. So we put on a whole thing there. So we did whole praise and worship night. And
Yes.
as I say, there was almost 700 people in here.
Was there?
You
For that
can
event?
see right around the whole place there.
Goodness, I packed.
It was packed, so it was that night. So we had about 600 to 700 that night, and it was all from different churches all over to help us to just open the place up with a big praise and worship night. And then we had some tea, coffee, all sorts of stuff.
Bit of fellowship afterwards.
Fellowship and all that. It was great. That was great.
So do you want to take us in and show us then the big room then?
The main hall. So the main hall is just in through here.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Castle Lane, by the way, down that way.
Ah, yes.
And that takes you down to the food bank, which we run a food bank as well.
Oh, you're on a food. How long has that been going then?
Probably about 7 or 8 years.
All right.
I would say. Don't quote me on that, but maybe 6 years. But it's been going for a good while.
The food banks are very good.
Way before COVID.
It's
so
good
it's
good to meet people's spiritual need, which is most important. But it's important to meet their physical need too, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh, aye, yes.
Absolutely.
And we're used more and more, so we are.
Yeah.
So by the people, local people, and there's plenty of people who donate. Local people that donate.
There's a lovely fresh smell in here. As soon as you come in, you can smell it.
Yes, well, that's done by the girls that look after the place and keep it clean. And
Yes.
they would come in on a Monday after the Sunday meeting, and then they do a Thursday morning after the Wednesday night meeting, and sort of as soon as the meetings are over, basically they're in the next morning
Cleaning.
cleaning the place.
Very good.
And it gets a good
Brilliant.
clean out.
Some
Guys,
says-
there's some guys in it as well. It's not just the girls. There's some
Aye.
guys that come and help too.
Some says, there's no doubt about it.
It is.
And then you say there's a couple of screens up here.
Yes, we've recently, they're separate lights. They have them switched on. All those lights for the stage are switched on.
Aye, they'd all be lit.
Separate, aye. A separate box. But yeah, we used to have the thing on the wall, but just recently we've got this. It's like, I don't know, it's a TV. It's just a big television. But
See a guitar hanging up there.
it's great. Oh, aye, that's, well, Ben's a guitarist. We've the 4 guitarists, so we'll have, but Ben will play lead guitar.
Yes.
And he's the pastor's younger son.
Is that right?
Yes, and he's brilliant on the guitar
Aye.
as well. So
Fantastic.
The young fella plays the drums. He's only 19, 20.
Aye.
He's a great wee drummer.
Brilliant.
With great singers and all the keyboard players and everything, we're all great.
So if I was to ask you, what is the most important thing that a person can do in their life, what would you say?
Give their life to Jesus.
That's the most important,
Absolutely. 100%.
because their eternal soul depends on it, doesn't it?
Because that'll determine where you're going at the end of it all.
Yeah, yeah,
Because we all live and we'll all die.
yeah, absolutely.
And, it's what you do
With Jesus, it matters.
in the middle.
Everything else is temporal,
That's it.
but Jesus is eternal.
Aye,
And it's like Le Mans says, if you live long enough, you'll die.
Absolutely.
And that's
100%.
true. Absolutely. Well, here, thanks you, Alan.
Okay, Mark.
I got it right.
Yep.
And the Lord bless you. And I trust that he'll continue to bless you here with your efforts in serving the Lord. So there you, thank you. So there you go, folks. So what did you think of that? Isn't that absolutely amazing? You can see some of those pipes that Alan was talking about there from the ceiling. So there you go. So thanks for watching, and God bless.